On the Hondia side, we see a contrast. When mostly European and North American cruise passenger are exposed, the CDC arranges monitoring and quarantine in high resource setting in Nebraska and holds regular briefings. What was that urgency when indigenous and rural communities were dealing with, where was that urgency when indigenous and rural communities were dealing with rodent-borne hantavirus for decades with far less attention? All right. Policy and power. What Trump chooses to tell us. Sorry. All right, let's go, Gilly. Let's be explicit. These are Trump administration decisions. The CDC and DHS don't act in a political vacuum. They operate under a president who campaigned on hardline border policies and has a track record of using public health as a justification for exclusion. When the administration uses Title 42 style powers to block non-U.S. citizens from Ebola-affected regions, despite saying the risk to Americans is low, they're not just following the science, they're reinforcing a familiar pattern. Diseases linked to the global south become reasons to harden borders, while the structural drivers of these outbreaks like poverty, weak health systems, and climate shocks barely register in the policy response. African governments and regional bodies have warned for years that blanket travel restrictions are often more about optics than safety, and they can actually make outbreaks worse by scaring countries away from reporting early. If every honest case report gets you punished with flight bans and visa suspensions, the rational move for a fragile government is to keep quiet until they can't. So who benefits?